Very dangerous people.
Can I ask you about RFK? Because just moments ago, his running mate said that they were considering endorsing you. Have you considered him for a role in the administration, and what role would that be?
Well, we haven't, but I would love that endorsement because I've always liked him.
Would you also consider putting him in the administration?
You're asking me a very unusual question. I haven't been asked that question yet. I like him a lot. I respect him a lot. I probably would if something like that would happen. He's a very different kind of a guy, a very smart guy. And yeah, I would be honored by that endorsement, certainly. We got a great endorsement from Elon Musk, which I think meant a lot. And, we're leading with all of the lies and all of the everything. I watched last night, it was so sad when I looked at the lies talking about Charlottesville. Charlottesville is totally debunked, you know that. But when you talk about all of... No. Biden said he ran because of Charlottesville. First of all, he doesn't know what Charlottesville is. The guy doesn't know where he is. But he didn't run because of Charlottesville. It's just an excuse. But the whole Charlottesville story was totally debunked. All of the things they said were debunked. The soldiers in France with the grave. I love our soldiers. That was a made-up story by a magazine.
And you saw what John Kelly said in response to your comments about the congressional medal.
John Kelly, I fired him. And John Kelly has an axe to grind, and he made up a story. Nobody would say what he said. I would be the last person to say, he's a liar. He's been a proven liar. He's lied on other occasions. I fired John Kelly. You know, it's interesting. When you fire people and you don't respect people, after I got to know him, I realized he wasn't the right guy. I fired him. See, Biden never fired anybody, ever. Because, why didn't he fire people after Afghanistan, that disaster? He should have fired his whole top military for that, the most embarrassing moment of this country's history. With a John Kelly, I didn't respect him. Once I lost my respect for him because I saw that he couldn't do the job, I fired him. And when you fire people, they tend to say negative things. Who would say a thing like that? Nobody would say a thing like that.
You're saying what he said, you said.
Of course, he made the story up, or he actually didn't. It was made up by a magazine that's a very liberal magazine, and then he was the one person that confirmed it. You know, we have 26 people that dispute that story. But nobody wants to write about that. We have 26.
I have one last question about RFK. So you said that you would consider him for an administration post. Yesterday you said you would consider Elon Musk for an administration post. That would be a very untraditional administration. What would you say to Republicans that might turn off?
Well, I like smart people, and Republicans like me. You know, we had the quickest approval process in the history of the nominating process. We went through it very quickly, and they like me, and I like them, and we want to do a great job. But you're just asking me a question. I didn't know about RFK, but I like him and I respect him. And you're saying, would I think about him for something? And the answer is yes. He's a brilliant guy. He's a very smart guy. I've known him for a long time. I didn't know he was thinking about getting out, but if he is thinking about getting out, certainly I'd be open to it. And with Elon, I would think Elon's pretty busy, but Elon's a super genius, and I like super genius people.
And then just lastly,